Hi everybody, welcome to my channel today. So after my enjoyment and happiness yesterday, after getting on the scales and seeing that I'd lost a wee bit of weight, today I've been concentrating on getting a few exercises together. Now these are just simple basic exercises which I'll go through soon, but just remember I'm not a trained dietitian, sports anything. I'm not trained in this. I'm not qualified to do any of this. So it's all based on what I'm working out for myself and what's working and what's not working. It's a bit of a journey. So welcome back again. So here I am after doing a bit of work today on getting some exercises together. Now they're just very, very basic, mostly stretch exercises. They're ones they don't incorporate anything to do with my knees at all because, as I've said before, my knees are pretty knackered. They're due for a couple of knee replacements coming up soon, so I have deliberately left out anything that's going to be putting any pressure on my knees. As time goes by, I will probably try and incorporate some into that, but not today. So I've looked at some of the exercises, mostly just around the neck, arms, and a little bit towards the bottom of the legs as well. Just, as I said, they're very, very mild, very tame exercises. I've been through them today just to see how I feel after them and to look at the repeat of them and see just how many I think I need to do each day, just in the meantime to feel that I'm doing a little bit of good. So in the meantime, I'm just going to post up here my stats for the day and my eating plan for yesterday. Everything seems to be on track, and I see the blood pressure's down a wee bit and the heartbeat's down a wee bit. I just need to keep a little bit of an eye on that. I am on medication for blood pressure, and I'll need to just check that if, as I'm losing weight, the blood pressure starts going down, I may need to get my doctor to adjust the dosage and just lessen what I'm taking. Eventually it would be lovely to not be able to have to take any at all. But because of my previous history of heart attack, I think they're going to insist that I stay on at least a very mild dose anyway. So just moving forward then from that, I've put up, what did I put up? I've posted a picture. Oh yes, last night I had some sushi for dinner. I went just down to a local shop and picked up some basic sushi, 4 pieces. I've have a little bit of a check to see how much the calorific value and energy value is of sushi, similar to what I actually got, and I've put that into my day's eating just so that I can see exactly how much it's come to. So I just hope you can't hear it. My cat's outside the door and he's meowing to get in, and I'm just ignoring him at the moment. So anyway, now looking at this this exercise plan. Now I have to remind you, as I said a moment ago, I am not trained in physical education or dietary advising, anything like that at all. This is purely based on my own research, what I'm doing for me, and just hoping that it shows that it does work for me. So I'm not recommending to anybody to do what I'm doing, to follow what I'm doing exactly. Hopefully, if anyone is following, they can get a bit of an idea of how to work through a program for yourself, and also that includes also the exercise plan that I'm putting together. As time goes by, I will increase the amount of exercise. As I said, I have done a lot of gym work in the past, but that was a few years ago. And I did injure myself a couple of years ago doing one exercise. I overdid it and really hurt my shoulder quite badly. And that put me out of action for quite a few months. And in the meantime, then I started working, so I never sort of got to go back to the gym. But I do realise that when eventually I do want to go back, and that exercise that I did, it was a battle rope exercise. I didn't take note of the fact that somebody had actually shortened the ropes, or that had had them previous to me, and I got on there and started thinking, oh, this is, a little bit tougher than yesterday, but I kept on doing it. But yes, someone had sort of adjusted the ropes and hadn't put them back at the full length again. And so, yes, I sort of overdid I did a bit of damage on my shoulder. But anyway, that's all down the track now. I won't be doing that again, I can assure you. So in the meantime, I'm just going to go through some of these exercises. I have taken them, I haven't actually done them and filmed myself doing them. I don't want to do that at this stage. It's going to be a while before you get me on film doing exercises. So I have done some research and have now would take some snips that I've found on the internet from mostly Pixabay, who give access to free videos and photos and things like that. So that's primarily where these clips have come from. And I'll just do a voiceover as they're going through and explain how things, what they are and what I've recommended for myself to do on a daily basis as far as each exercise is concerned. So I'll get back again once I've been through this. Right, now this first exercise, I did this one just sitting on a chair, just with my hands down beside me, and I was stretching my neck left and right, and I did it 5 each side, which was 10 altogether. Now this one here, I also sat on a chair, and I went through the same movement 5 times altogether. So that was 5 times to go through this whole movement. Now this one here with a dumbbell, if you don't have a dumbbell, you can use a little can of fruit or something. But I did 5 on each arm, and then I rested, and then I did another 5 on each arm. Or you can do 2 arms at the same time, as is showing in this one here. But with this one I did 5, then rested, then 5, then rested, then 5. 15-second rest in between. Then with this one here, I had a much lighter weight than he's got, and I did again 5, and then 5, and then 5 with a rest in between. And each rest was about 15 seconds long. Now this next one, I went to the left and then to the right. I did that 5 times, and then I rested, and then I did it again for another 5 times on each side. Now this next one, I had my hands down the bottom by my side, and then I lifted them to the front and then down again. I did that 5 times, and then I rested for about 5 seconds and did it again. Right, now this next one is sitting and just marching in place, just lifting each leg up as high as you can. Do it about 10 times on each leg. Then I rested for about 15 seconds and did it again. Now the next one, you can just lean on either a back of a chair or something, go up onto your toes, back onto your heels, up on your toes and back onto your heels again. I did about 10 altogether before I finished there. Now this next one's just a bit of a stretch for the butt muscles and for the hamstrings. I just move gently up and down for about 10 times. And finally this one here is just a stretch across the front of your body with each arm. Just hold it for about 10 or 15 seconds and then go across to the other arm. Okay, welcome back. I hope that sort of was a bit educational, to say the least. But yeah, that's just what I've sort of established for myself as a plan, and hopefully I'll do that for a few days or a couple of weeks and just see. I'll get to a stage where I'll feel comfortable upping the reps a wee bit or whatever, and I'll keep continuing down that road every day and see if that just helps on my weight loss journey. So in the meantime, I will say cheerio for now. It's Saturday here. Tomorrow is Sunday, so I will do my weekly weigh-in as I'd planned to do. I'm not expecting it to be much different than it was yesterday. So I will do that tomorrow and I will report that in. And in the meantime, everybody, have a good weekend, take care and stay safe. Okay, bye.